A Shia mosque is bombed in Afghanistan. Vice President Kamala Harris visits New Jersey, and Saki rushes to defend Krysten Sinema. All this and more on this episode of Hawk TV News.
And I'm Rossino. 20 people were killed in a bombing in a Shia mosque in northern Afghanistan on October 8th. 90 are in critical condition and are currently in treatment. The Taliban are investigating who was responsible for the attack, as nobody has claimed to have done it yet. This attack comes after a disturbing week of violence in the Middle East, as multiple mosques were targeted and bombed within the week. The other bombings were claimed by the terrorist organization ISIS-K, who have been causing issues in Afghanistan since the Taliban seized control of the country back in August. ISIS-K poses a threat to the Taliban as they try to rule Afghanistan, but the Taliban have been using precautionary measures to not let this happen.
2 parents were convicted on October 8th of buying their kids' way into school as athletic recruits. These are the latest convictions in the college admissions scandal that involved various prestigious universities in 2019. Gamal Abdelaziz and John Wilson were found guilty and will be sentenced in February. Both were convicted of fraud and bribery conspiracy charges. Wilson also faced additional charges of wire fraud and filing a false tax return. They are 2 of the 60 people charged in this investigation. 33 parents pled guilty, including actresses Felicity Huffman and Lori Loughlin. So far, they have received punishments ranging from probation to 9 months in prison. 3 other parents are expected to face jurors in January.
Wawa is a Jersey Shore favorite for sandwiches, snacks, and late-night eats. Luckily, for residents of Eatontown, a second Wawa is opening on the corner of Wyckoff Road and Route 35. The store plans to open in October and will be giving out shirts that say "Hoagies for Heroes" to the first 100 customers. Customers can also participate in a build-your-own hoagie competition where they will have a chance to win $100.
Netflix's newest series, Squid Game, is currently being referred to as the world's favorite show. The new Korean series is already predicted to be Netflix's biggest non-English speaking show. Squid Game is currently the #1 most watched show in over a dozen countries, including the US, South Korea, and the UK. The series follows a young, indebted Korean man who is competing in a dangerous competition among other contestants for a cash prize. Producers believe the show has been so successful due to the increased popularity in Korean entertainment and non-English speaking shows in the United States following the success of Bong Joon-ho's Parasite. The first 9 episodes of Squid Game are currently available to watch exclusively on Netflix.
We have to take a short break, but stay tuned for more Hawk TV news.
When I was growing up, my mom was extremely tidy. We were trained to put things back where we got them from. One day, when I walked into my mom's house, I felt like I walked to someone else's house. There was stuff everywhere, and just growing up the way I grew up and to see this transition was very alarming.
When Sean talked to me, it was a wake-up call, and that's when I went to the doctor.
Hey, let's check out this park. Oh, wow, that's really cool. To find a great local park or forest near you, go to discovertheforest.org.
As a college student, getting motivation to study can be tough. With ongoing restrictions and protocols during the pandemic, finding a place where friends can gather to study is a challenge. Studystream may have the answer. The The service streams live, providing a place where students can go to study with millions of other people. With chat and microphones inaccessible, the platform offers a relaxing place to get some work done. Students can choose to leave the cameras on or off. Sometimes the platform features music or soothing sounds playing to set the right mood. Having company can help students help develop more focus while they are motivated by others who are facing the same challenges.
Finding good food on campus is not always easy, but grabbing a slice of pizza off campus can be. We have the inside scoop on the hottest pizza places around with Nick Presto in this week's edition of Presto's Pizza Picks. Nick?
Pizza is a food item you can argue is loved by all and hated by few. From a regular cheese pizza to specialty toppings like pineapple and ham, pizza is always a great go-to food to address your hunger. There are plenty of pizza joints around the Monmouth area, but I have come up with the 4 best places you need to try on this week's edition of Presto's Pizza Picks. The first is Gianni's. You cannot go wrong grabbing a slice from Gianni's, as they have been serving up pizza for Monmouth students for many years now. Located on Monmouth Road in Oakhurst, Gianni's has a great menu, but they might be a little too pricey for some people. That brings us to Scala's Pizzeria. Scala's may not have the most expansive menu, but this is all about pizza, and Scala's gets the job done. With pizza just as high quality as Gianni's, but $5 less on a large pie, Scala's is never a bad option if you are looking for pizza on a tighter budget. Located right on Brighton Avenue in Long Branch, Scala's is another close option that will satisfy your pizza cravings. The third pizzeria on my list is a hole-in-the-wall pizza joint called Attilio's Pizza. Located directly across the street from Gianni's in Oakhurst, Attilio's is probably a pizzeria you haven't heard before. When you walk in, you immediately realize this place is an authentic, old-fashioned Italian pizzeria. They only accept cash, and their prices are in between Scala's and Gianni's. However, I think this place deserves a lot more recognition because it is the best place around town by far. Definitely give this place a try when you get the chance. And finally, if you are in the Pier Village area, then look no further than Tony Baloney's. This pizzeria has a wide range of different toppings, from buffalo chicken to taco pizza to even cheeseburger pizza. This place is gourmet-style pizza and will not disappoint. Tony Baloney's, however, is the most expensive place out of the pizzerias I have named, but it is definitely worth it. That is all the time I have this week for Presto's Pizza Picks. I hope you all branch out and try some new pizzerias. Maybe next time I'll even see some of you at one of my favorite pizza joints.
Vice President Kamala Harris visited New Jersey on October 8th. The purpose of the visit was to encourage more residents to get vaccinated. Harris's first stop was at Montclair State University's Ben Samuels Children's Center in Little Falls. Afterwards, Harris visited Essex County College in Newark and their COVID-19 vaccination sites. The trip ended with a stop at a Newark bakery where United States Senator Cory Booker showed up. Governor Phil Murphy was also present during Harris's visit, which comes as he runs for re-election on November 2nd.
On September 17th, the Office of President Leahy sent out a university-wide email informing students, faculty, and staff of the recent improvements done by the Departments of Campus Planning and Facilities Management. The initiative for improvement is part of Leahy's 5-year strategic plan for Monmouth, which includes various endeavors that identify with the university's 3 key values of academic excellence, access, and ambition. Attached to the email was a video showing a coffee bar in Great Hall, new simulations, daily living, pediatric and sensory labs, as well as a new broadcasting center in the Ocean First Bank Center. The president made sure to add improvements to the residential side of campus, such as new lounge rooms, game rooms, and an updated interior design in Elmwood Hall. The president expressed his vision for the university in a public announcement during an interview with journalist Jack Ford.
We have to take another short break, but we will be right back with more Hawk TV News.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move, so I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
When we adopt a shelter pet, we discover they're a unique mix of all kinds of things.
Come on, Drew, spot me on this last one. There it is. Keep going with it. Leo.
They're a little bit of a lot of things, but they're all pure love.
Listen, I realize that I'm not perfect, but it all really started to change because you judge me for having a problem. No one is going to know that I need help. I need help. I know that no one is going to judge me for having a problem. I realize that I'm not perfect, but it all really started to change because you listen.
Beaches in Monmouth and Ocean counties have seemingly been shrinking, which is scaring many local homeowners and frequent beachgoers. Beach replenishment has been the solution offered by the state of New Jersey as they contract private companies to pump millions of cubic yards of sand onto our beaches. These efforts have proved problematic as they can destroy marine ecosystems and ultimately must be repeated. A coalition against beach replenishment met locally on Hathaway Street in Deal. They firmly oppose replenishment efforts and funding, specifically the new bills proposed by the New Jersey legislature to double funding from $25 million to $50 million annually. The coalition argues that if the wealthy homeowners want to protect their properties, they must foot the bill also. They argue there are better options to protecting coastal communities, such as the development of protective dunes and stronger building codes for beachfront homes.
If you have ever watched HBO's The Sopranos, then you know all about the type of gang-related violent crimes and drug smuggling that occurred in its 5-season run. On Saturday, October 9th, in Denver, Colorado, 11 men between the ages of 21 and 42 were arrested for crimes committed that closely resembled the TV show, as the gang went as far to refer to themselves as the Sopranos. They were charged with up to $1 million in grand theft auto and illegal gun sales. These so-called Sopranos used their money to satisfy their drug addictions. The 11 men will soon be put on trial in Denver.
White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki condemned immigration activists who followed Democratic Arizona Senator Krysten Sinema into a restroom. The activists demanded that Sinema, who teaches at Arizona State University, to take action on a pathway to citizenship. Saki noted that although President Biden believes in the right to free speech, he also believes this action was flat out wrong since it violated someone's personal space in a bathroom. Biden downplayed the incident during a briefing on October 4th, saying that this happens to everybody except to those who have Secret Service. Sinema's office released a statement criticizing the behavior of the activists for disrupting ASU students who were in her class.
We now go to Denise Quintanilla with an update on Latinx entertainment.
I'm here with another edition of Latinx 101, where you'll find out the latest news in entertainment, music, movies, and more that pertain to the Latinx community. In this occasion, we'll be discussing the nominees for the 22nd Latin Grammys, which celebrate the excellence in Latin music. This year, the nominees were chosen from more than 20,000 online entries in 53 categories, and is the only Latin award shows in which the winners are chosen by other music professionals. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, the Academy held a virtual registration process which enabled members and record companies to submit their work digitally. The final round of voting to select the winners began on October 8th. Colombian singer Camilo received 10 nominations, following Juan Luis Guerra with 6 and Bad Bunny with 4. However, what's an award show without some controversy, am I right? It all started with the call to boycott the Latin Grammys via Twitter from Colombian artist J Balvin due to a perceived lack of urban representation in the nominations. Needless to say, Balvin is nominated 3 times this year. However, Residente, a Puerto Rican rapper, writer, and co-founder of the alternative rap group called Calle 13, responded in a now-deleted video on Instagram saying, "If they don't value us, why do I have 31 Grammys?" adding that he doubted first-time nominees would want to miss the award show. This isn't the first time the Academy faces backlash over the lack of representation of reggaeton artists within the nominations. The show will be held on November 18th at the MGM Grand Garden Arena and will air on Univision. It'll definitely be a show worth watching and to remember. That's all I have for this edition of Latinx 101. Back to you guys at the desk.
That's all we have for news this week. I'm Jake Rossino.
And I'm Erin Mulligan. Be sure to tune in next week for more Hawk TV news.
Hey Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry, I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
Mom, I got it. What are you doing in there?
I got stuck.
Oh. Are you a dog?
I wouldn't do that. Have you seen the pliers? Where'd you find those?
It's not your birthday.
Sorry.
Bye, Grandpa.
Bye, Grandpa.
Take care of yourself.
What are you doing? What are you looking for?